chaos going on right now. Everything's all laid out. It's always darkest before the dawn. Out of chaos comes order. Got my light hanging low right now. Bringing in the 4-inch ducting. And should have done a video of me sealing up this window, but I cut out a piece of plywood, cut a circular 6-inch hole with a Dremel tool for the 6-inch duct that came out of the dryer vent that's on the other side. It's got a reverse air flap, so air from outside can't come in if and when the fan's off, which probably never. Connected my, and then I put it to a 6 to 8. Well, it's a reducer, but I increased it to 8 to meet my 8-inch hyper fan diameter. I hooked up my built-in speed controller, which the hyper fans, I don't want to focus here. Come on, Samsung, make an apple look good. Anyway, that'll hang there for convenience, and then I've got 8-inch fan going to an 8x8x8Y. I was going to reduce down, but I couldn't get an 8-to-4 reducer, so I MacGyvered just a 4-inch coupling piece, and I cut out a piece of styrofoam that the fan actually came packaged in, and Gorilla taped it all in. And instead of that thing having to reduce down multiple times, sorry for the shitty camera angles, but it's actually just protruding about that far, and then zip tied it off. So 4-inch duct is going to loop around and drop down into my veg tent. Well, going to do some vegging in here under fluoros to get them started off the cloning phase, and then they'll flower for a week to 10 days, maybe 2 weeks in the big flower tent. So we're making some progress. You never get all the parts, but you forget how long all the work takes. I got to take out these shelf mounts, and I thought this tent was 36 by 36, but it's 40 by 40. I thought I had everything all perfectly measured out. My Gorilla Tent's 8 by 8, so I've got about a 3 or 4 inch potential overlap. I'm thinking there will be some flexibility with the poles, but those Gorilla Tents are supposed to be pretty strong. I measured to the wall. I've got trim along the floor there, which protrudes a couple inches. I may have to pop that out to fit that in there, but I really want the big tent to be there and the little one to be back there, not only for fan and ducting sake, but I also really want to have my mothers in these bins, and I'm going to hang my ATI 8x54 watt reflector off there. And the first video was just kind of a walk around. I didn't talk in it, but that's a 2x2 Enviro Grow, I believe it is. Yes, it's the Enviro Grow. But T5s, guys, don't underestimate them. They're powerful. I could, when I grew corals, I could move corals from HIDs. Sorry, if I could move corals from T5s over to HIDs without much problem, but you really had to be careful going the other way, going from my metal halides. If I moved them to T5s, you really ran the risk of burning your corals. So can't be much different with plant life. Hey, get out of there. That's fiberglass, buddy. Get out, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing, Chuck Dog? Anywho, making progress.